On your hot 9-7 every day, that's my word. Swimming in women with their own condominiums.
Yep.
Flying for the fire. Who's our millenniums? All about the Benjamin. What?
Free agency, says Westbrook.
Yeah, free agency, John. You know, that shit gonna take forever.
You know, it's crazy. I was fucking watching the fucking All-Star game yesterday. I knew like 2-3 players, yo.
Oh,
I was like, yo, listen, man. I was like, I don't know shit about baseball.
No, me either. But that's part of it. That's like, yeah, that's what we gonna talk about. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, it's not our fault. It's their fault. I wonder what they did. Niggas used to love baseball, man.
Love that shit, man.
No, that shit just got trashed somehow.
There's no way in hell I was missing the fucking home run derby. Now I'll be like, damn, I missed that shit.
I just turned to it just to be like, I turned to it. That was the only reason why. And then I turned right away from that shit.
Well, I turned that game. I was on YouTube the whole fucking time, yo. Watching fucking Vice Sports. I found some shit. They had like a little 6-part series, like 10 episodes, like 6 episodes each, like 10 minutes.
What
about some street football shit.
Oh, okay.
My gosh.
Vice is fire.
Yeah, that shit was true.
It was on YouTube, you said?
Yeah.
Check that shit out.
And I'm ready to rock whenever you guys are.
All right, cool. Camera on and everything?
Yep, you got it.
All right, yes, sir. Yo, what's good, y'all? This is 2RealSports, where we keep it way too real.
Unapologetic, unscripted, uncensored, all the way up in here.
And I'm Mitri.
I'm Big Ev with it.
Brooklyn. New York. Yo, frickin', where Brooklyn at? All right, my bad. Yo, all right, NBA free agency is crazy.
Yeah, that shit got crazy.
Crazy.
That shit got crazy.
Leading with Brooklyn. Well, I don't know. I can't say leading with Brooklyn. Lakers, shit. I don't know where we going to go. We're going to talk about free agency real quick. We're going to talk about Russell Westbrook, man. And is it him? Is it? What's going on? I want to talk about the narrative of Russell Westbrook. Baseball All-Star just came, and it went. And we're gonna talk about that. But free agency, kick it off, my brother.
Let's do it.
What we starting at? This shit's so spicy.
Well, you start off with the Brooklyn, man. You might as well stay.
Brooklyn.
Might as well stay home with it.
Brooklyn Zoo.
Nah.
Before we even get to that, I want them to change that shit to New York Nets now, please. Change it so I can fully love it. You know, we from uptown. That's probably some stupid uptown Brooklyn borough shit, but you know, it's hard. It's still hard to say Brooklyn and root. But go ahead.
They always gonna be the New Jersey Nets. Never call them the Brooklyn Nets. I would never disrespect Brooklyn like that. To call the Nets the Brooklyn Nets, nah. They still the New Jersey Nets, but nah. Honestly, it looked like KD followed Kyrie there, yo, and that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, man. It keeps on showing. It keeps on poking the holes at the kind of. Not to say his character, man. I'm pretty sure he's a decent man, decent human being. But come on, like it's like a bitch move after bitch move. It's like what, like you follow. It's like it was nothing. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. But didn't seem like he had any intentions to ever sign him with Brooklyn, ever sign him with the Brooklyn Nets. It looks like Kyrie convinced him. He switched it up. Maybe it was because of Dolan. I don't know. Who knows why he didn't come to the Knicks? I don't even care. Like I said from the beginning, I didn't think it was coming to the Knicks at all. I didn't think neither. It didn't make no sense. I damn sure didn't think they was coming by themselves. But it looks like Kyrie convinced KD to go to Brooklyn. I'm like, yo, that's real unfortunate. Because who's the better player? Who's the 2-time champion? Who's the former MVP? Who's arguably the best in the game or was the best in the game to the unfortunate injury? And it's real crazy that he followed Kyrie to Brooklyn. That's a lot of respect being lost, man.
So you know, I said he was leaving the Warriors. I knew that since the Draymond incident. That was over.
Right after that.
And I was saying Brooklyn the last, I think 2 months. And I just believe that if he wanted a New York area, it would be Brooklyn over New York because of leadership. You know, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but Dolan's the worst owner in the NBA, and Sam Marks and Brooklyn are in the right direction. As far as him following Kyrie or anything like that, I'm over that. I'm over that whole thing of stars lining with stars. It's just the game now. It's just the way you have to win now.
No, it's not. right, Kawhi?
No, yeah, right, Kawhi. You're right, but to an extent. You don't have to go overboard like the Warriors did. But unfortunately, the game has changed. And that's just how it is right now with this generation, that, you know, a two superstar kind of team. So I don't mind that. They are, you know, supposedly real close friends off the court. So I don't mind that. And then, we keep confusing how good Kyrie Irving is. Kyrie Irving is arguably the best point guard in the NBA. So it ain't like he's some slouch.
No, it's not that he's a slouch. He's not. But who's the better player out of KD and Kyrie?
I mean, well, with his they're the same player to me. They're the same player. I mean, KD hasn't done anything by himself either. So they've both achieved things with great people on their team. KD with an even better team than Kyrie, with an even higher degree of difficult than Kyrie. So you could give Kyrie just as much stripes as KD. So I don't fault him for that.
No, you cannot give Kyrie the same amount of stripes as KD.
Why not?
He's the better player. He's always been a better player. Always.
If they play 10 games and pick up right now, KD might look better in 6 of them, and Kyrie might look like the best player in 4. They ain't that far apart, you know. Kyrie showed out in the finals. He's done it on the highest stage. So they ain't that far apart. And KD, you know, one of the things, and, you know, not knocking KD, but, and matter of fact, I'm going to get into this when we talk about Westbrook, but KD's not a guy ever who's shown that he can be some supreme. He hasn't even done what LeBron has done. So we gonna not give all that to KD.
So what has Kyrie shown when he was by himself? What has Kyrie done? What he has accomplished when he was by himself?
Not much.
At all. Like, literally not at all. Like, no
Not
success. A terrible record. The team did worse than the year before. It's night and day.
You can't put that on Kyrie. How did Tatum look this year?
Well, if you put it on Kyrie,
how did Jaylen Brown look this year? You
put it on KD. If you put him up that caliber of play, you say he's that player. You talking about he's up there with KD. It's not Bob Moore. Then you better put it on Kyrie.
Well, look who KD's done played with, and look who Kyrie's had to play with. It's not the same caliber of players either. KD has played with Russell Westbrook, James Harden. He's played with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Kyrie was with Jason Tatum and Gordon Hayward. Not the same.
When KD first came in the league, was his team improving or not? Were they getting better before Westbrook got there and James
Westbrook
Harden
got there 1 year after.
Yeah, after, but
only 1 year after.
All right, so it's not the same. I can't say that because
only
Cleveland never got better and the Nets got worse.
Who was on Cleveland team? That team was horrible.
Hey.
They had Bennett, the number 1 pick. Who, you know, come on now.
Philly was getting better with Iverson.
Iverson's in my top 5 of all time.
Well, that's what it sounds like. You trying to say Kyrie is like he's that like caliber of player.
He's a high caliber player for right now. Allen Iverson is all time. Right. So Kyrie is.
He absolutely is for this time. Kyrie, I'm not denying that at all. I'm not trying to go that far.
I like the pair together. I like it for New York. Listen, Ev, my man, OG Knick fan. Listen, I'm giving this to all my Knick fan friends. Nothing's going to change while Dolan's there. We got that. We ain't going to keep, you know. You got to get a second team. It's okay. Why not let it be the Nets? It's the home team. But if it's not the Nets, cool, okay. But you got to get a second team. I understand the whole ride or die with the Knicks thing. We're going to do it. But get a second team.
You can't give me the opening with the OG Knicks fans and tell me I got shit for the Nets. Nah,
come on. It's New York, dude.
Never.
You know,
never.
We just cause.
We got Fizz, man. We got Fizz and Steve Mills.
I like Fizz.
Let Dolan stay out the way. Well, obviously he's not.
That's a hard stay.
If you let our basketball minds take over, let the Steve Mills president and the coach Fizdale, let them work together, and hopefully it'll work out. Let RJ get some time. Don't tell me about RJ shaking up.
Are we freaking out about RJ yet?
Don't tell me RJ is shaking it up after the summer league in 2 games at the age of 19. Don't tell me that.
It's stinking it up real bad.
That's cool.
All right.
It's fine. He'll be all right.
I said I wouldn't draft him, for the record. I did say that on here. Shoot. Kawhi.
The evil genius.
Yo,
mad scientist.
Kawhi is like one of the greatest humans of our time. I mean, the man is genius. I don't even want to call him the evil genius, the great genius. I mean, because I want to make sure, like I've said, I don't like some of the narratives of some of the other shows and the pictures they have painted of Kawhi. So I just don't. I might be being overly sensitive, but I don't even want to call him the evil genius because he's they did everything the right way, man. They did everything the right way.
I want to give an apology, man. When he first left San Antonio, man, I was like, man, I didn't like the way he left San Antonio. I wasn't really fuck with him. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, it wasn't. But the way he proved himself to be, man, he's not worried about nothing. He's comfortable. He's his own man. All that social media crap, he's not worried about that. He's not worried about the little distractions. He's playing ball, and that's his foot. And I can't salute him more. I can't respect him more, man, because in the time of day, this era, how social media and all this stuff and everybody, the glitz and glamour is taking over. None of that's over there with Kawhi, man. Yeah, he's out there winning chips, man.
He's a very focused guy, and I also want to extend that apology to Uncle Dennis, his uncle.
Likewise.
When I did more little research on Uncle Dennis, he's a very noble man. Came into why, most might know that Kawhi's pops was killed in Compton, I believe, at a car wash, and Uncle Dennis, who his mother's brother, stepped up in Kawhi's life and played that father figure for him since that day. So shout out to Uncle Dennis because he's always had Kawhi's best interest in this whole time. And I often talk about media and narratives and how they catch us. And it happens to me also, even though I preach it. So it happened to me with the Kawhi situation, with me kind of being hard on Kawhi and Uncle Dennis and thinking Uncle Dennis is some guy trying to get hot and popular. No, he not. We don't even know what Uncle Dennis looks like. I had to really search to see what Uncle Dennis looks like.
Another one.
So, they doing it the right way. They about their business and nothing else. And I've been saying, just to go hand in hand with that, this is why I was saying the Lakers wasn't going to get him. The Lakers is a show. We're going to see how it pans out. I think it will pan out well for somewhat. But the Lakers is a show. Lakers is all about media, attention. Yeah. We the everything of L.A. Come look at us. So that wasn't going to work with Kawhi. Kawhi people told all organizations don't say anything. Mm-hmm. Magic Johnson, less than 12 hours after meeting Kawhi, is telling his whole speech. And so I knew the Lakers was just because Kawhi and them, they just about their business, man.
And then he over there with PG. That was a crazy surprise too. I wasn't that surprised that he signed with the Clippers. It was obviously out of them or somebody. But when he said the PG, I said, "Oh shit, they got himself a championship caliber team over there, man."
Yeah. The way we never know, but it was reported that he hollered at KD first, and I guess KD was like, "Nah, I'm about to do what I'm about to do," and so he hollered at PG. But to talk about Kawhi. And some of the now, we thought, I just thought Kawhi was embracing the attention of being a free agent and things like that. And I'm perfectly fine with athletes doing that. But really, Kawhi, like we say, the genius he was, they was cooking up a plan. That's what was taking so long. So he wasn't, I know some people feel like he was doing that to mess with the Lakers. No, not at all. They was just getting a deal behind plays. And side note real quick. There just must not be tampering in the NBA no more. Like that just must not be a rule no more.
Just forget all about it, right?
It just has to be because if we go back to the Nets, for KD and the Kyrie to sign 1 minute after the deadline, and we just find out also no official meeting with the Nets from KD, even though I believe they just trying to duck the franchise tampering. That's why they said that.
Exactly. Right.
So they had some type of contact with KD, but. Yeah, tampering must just be out, with Anthony Davis pretty much making his trade halfway through the year last year. it just must be no such thing as tampering anymore.
Shout out to Rich, man. Changing the game on him, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rich, man.
Yeah. Rich Paul, man. Big salute to them.
All the power to the plays, man. For real. That's what's up.
Big salute to them, man. They taking over the league as it should be. But yeah, Clippers, that's going on defense.
That's a lot. I was to say that's a lot of defense right there. That's a lot of defense right there, man.
Hey, you know what I love? That clip where they showed when they was all at Summer League and Pat Beverly and they was all giving each other a pound. If you just really watch that clip, there's a lot of intensity in that little 10-5 second clip. You know, Pat Beverly don't look at LeBron in his eyes. Kuz don't really look at none of them really. He kind of give them the eye, what's up, pound? You know what I'm saying? Lou Will and Bron engaged because they both the cool cats. You know, Lou Will cool, LeBron cool. But you could tell LeBron talking a little shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. You know that's Christmas Day. You know they're going to do that. That's going to be the Christmas Day game.
I don't care when it is. I'll be watching it. What, they play 4 times a year, 3, 4? I'll be watching every single one. Pat Beverly going to be, yo.
Oh, man. Yeah, and the whack thing is, man, because you know,
oh, Pat Bev and Rondo?
I don't, you know, they're going to fight. The bad thing is, you know, I hate to say I don't like a play. I hate to get personal, but I really, really hated what Pat Beverly did to Russell Westbrook when he injured him. And it was Russ's first injury in his career. It was his first time he ever missed a game in his career. And I thought it was just the dirtiest of the dirtiest plays, but I can't lie, man. Pat Beverly is kind of growing on me, man. You know, he's consistent. And that's all I really ask of people ever is just to be consistent in whatever you are, good or bad. And he consistent, man. And
that's a fact. It's everybody, like even everybody from the stars to the mid-level players to the bums, yo. He's like consistent. That's what he is.
Yeah,
man.
I seen his interview on the Knuckleheads too. He's consistent, man. You know, he's from Chicago. So
exactly.
We already know how that go down and that mentality. You know, I don't know if I just want to mess with Laker fans. Not the second best team.
Laker fans is yo. They were the ones with the older jokes about the Knicks. Oh, they signed KD. You thought you was getting KD and Kyrie. They signed to the Nets. You didn't even get it. They signed to the secondary team, and you had punts and blah, blah, blah. And look at this. Y'all not even stood a chance for Kawhi, but some strange reason, signing AD wasn't enough. Y'all was sitting there blood dragon thirsty for them to get Kawhi, too. LeBron and AD is just not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, see, y'all landed. See, Laker Nation, I'm very shocked at y'all too, because now y'all letting LeBron have infiltrate y'all and infiltrate your mind. Because I don't understand wouldn't be LeBron and AD not enough. You want the whole all NBA team.
Lakers is bougie. Lakers is like It fits their fan base, you know. They're like,
but they got their free. I understand they don't got a lot of homegrown players. Like they got Magic, they had Magic and Worthy, but everybody else is free agents. But well, whatchamacallit, and that's exactly who LeBron and AD is. They got their big free agents. What more do you want, yo?
But that's the Lakers fan bases are. Oh, you got me a Benz. I wanted the Bentley. That's who they are. You know, that's just look at the people who go to Laker games. You know what I'm saying? If you scan most NBA arenas and then you scan like the Lakers and Miami's arena, and the Lakers is even worse. Yeah, no, look at the people who go there. So it's just like never enough. Yeah, we want. They're not even real basketball fans. We want to keep it real.
That's why the atmosphere is not the same.
And we want to just keep it real 100, you know. And if I'm being honest, right? Cowboy fans have a big chunk of that where, you know, they're not real football fans. They're just, you know.
Rich town.
So I get that. So Lakers is in that same category where a lot of them ain't really basketball fans. It's the cool team, you know. Mm-hmm. And so that's why, we need everything in the world. No, you don't.
And then it worked out because y'all used that money wisely. They filled out nicely. I was sitting here saying that the other day we was in the chat arguing, like, I was like, look at their bench. They have no bench. And shortly after that, here comes Boogie. Here comes Avery Bradley. Here comes, did they sign Iggy yet?
Nah, no words of Iggy yet.
Who else?
I know Iggy got to get a buyout from wherever he's at. And I guess that didn't happen yet.
Henny Green, but
yeah, Rondo back. One thing I saw this stat of Boogie I saw the stat of Boogie that I didn't know. He averaged 18 and 9 after the All-Star break.
Last year?
Yeah, that's actually, because I was semi-hard on him because I have, Boogie to me was a top 10 player just 2 years ago. So I wasn't pleased on the player he was becoming on the Warriors. But when I seen him, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe he was shaping into, that injury was starting to get out of him. And so maybe only problem with the Lakers is point guard play. That's what I'm worried about. And
how?
Because in today's NBA, even though, I don't believe in point guard, like the traditional positions from point guard to center, it's really just 5 of your best players, and everybody kind of do everything. But in the NBA, you have to, I don't want to say you have to because Toronto just kind of broke that mold. But point guard play is huge. We got we got these Steph Currys, we got the Russell Westbrooks, we got every night you play with Dame Lillard's, these big point guards. So I don't know what the Lakers is going to do. Rondo can't cut it offensively against the point guards that he's going to have to face. Mm-hmm. So he's not going to be able to knock the 3 down consistently like the point guards he's going to have to face. And the 3 ball is everything in the NBA. So I don't know if the Lakers being too top heavy, being too big with the forwards and everything, I don't know if that might bite them.
Yeah, I think it might because the defense is going to be A.B. Bradley's going to be out there guarding the best wing player, and A.B. Bradley's not all that tall. He was like 6'3". Yeah, so if you jump him on your best wing player, we're probably going to be between 6'6" and up. That's probably not really going to work out. LeBron's not the same defender he is. He's just at this stage in his career, I'm not going to hold it against him, but he's just physically not the same.
Nah, we can hold it against him.
And then Danny Green,
because he plays terrible defense, so we can hold that against him.
It's like the effort's not even there. He don't even try.
You can hold that against him.
Cool, you remember when Cool's pushing him, and then another one, Cool don't play no fucking defense. Yeah, he's not playing nothing. Danny Green plays defense, but he's not the same defender he was. Listen, look at the players Danny Green just had. I know it sounds, Danny Green, all right, fine. Look at the players he just had. I remember Danny Green had playing he finally broke out of the slump in what round? I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't even really say if he broke out of it because he
had one good game in the final. He had that one good game when Steph had 40-something. He had 6 threes that game, and that was pretty much it for Danny Green. So I'm not sure. And then the more, I'm not sure what you expecting from the Lakers. I think they're going to have trouble defensively. And then last but not least, the big men that come to play with LeBron, man, I don't know. Somebody's going to suffer. Somebody's going to suffer. It's going to be it's more likely going to be DeMarcus Cousins because I guess AD is going to be the second option. So he can't suffer offensively. Big man LeBron, listen.
I can see AD leading them in scoring.
I just don't know what's going to happen with him because, the history of big man LeBron, with Kevin Love, and we did Kevin Love and Chris Bosh, it's he's told him to spot up shooters.
Especially with LeBron and the Lakers pumping he playing the point guard, which he's always played pretty much, but him playing the point guard. So I can see AD leading them in scoring. I can see that. Like you said, it is a lot of big guys, and in today's NBA, defensively, what I could see them having trouble is a team that shoot a lot of threes. They're gonna have to be chasing around people, and I'm not pretty sure, but I do believe they're contenders. I do.
Absolutely. They got KD, they got LeBron and AD, the immediate contenders. As soon as that happened, it was contenders, yo. I just don't know. I don't see them winning no chip. That's what it's all about at this stage with them.
They're in my top 3 teams, maybe top 5 teams, but top 3 maybe to win the chip next year. So I could probably see that happening. Of course, and we don't ever want to wish injury, but LeBron year 17, AD with a history of it. So if they got to dodge that.
Rondo.
It's crazy because I was seeing people equating before the season how many games they have to take off, and it's just crazy that. To me, I'm sorry that professional athletes, that's their job title, $40 million, things like that a year. Mm-hmm. Before the even season starts, already planning how many games we're gonna take off. I'm trying to get some of the old school rules out of my mind, but I can't wrap my head around that one.
But how are they gonna do that in the West?
That's true.
How you gonna do that in the Wild Wild West?
That is true.
When the teams went in Portland and got better, Utah done got better.
That's true. I guess they'll probably do one at a time. So they'll sit Bron, say they playing. I don't know who's.
I hope you can still win that way then.
They playing the Hornets or something. I don't know. They probably sit Bron and have AD play or something.
Every team is going to get their best. Every team going to get their best.
Yeah, definitely. I'm itching for this, so I got to get this out. Let's talk some Russell Westbrook. Paul George left, as we know, OKC. And which I understand. No, I don't understand, but I understand how people get caught up in the gaffle of, and I always preach this whole media narrative shit that the media and nobody wants to play with Westbrook. Before I start my rant, go ahead, my brother. How do you feel about that narrative?
I mean, I don't know. I don't but necessarily.
And my fault not to cut you off. We'll start with, what's his name, Randy Williams?
Yeah, I was just going to get right into that. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily that Paul George didn't want to play with Westbrook. I'm not saying that. But you was trying to say like it was he left. You think you was trying to say he left because of opportunity? To me, the other day in the chat, I don't think it's because of opportunity neither. Because he had the opportunity to play with LeBron in LA last year, and he chose to sign a 4-year contract. Mm-hmm. So whatever reason he left for, I don't know why he left, but something he left for a reason. I don't think it's gonna be because of opportunity.
So you think it's Russell Westbrook?
Do I think it's Russell Westbrook?
Yes.
I'm not gonna say it's Russell Westbrook.
But do you think Russell Westbrook is a factor? If you had to give a percent of why PG and let's say KD, and we'll get into Randy Williams' comments, left, what percentage is Russell Westbrook?
I can't be that way from PG because the way he stunk it up the first year, and he was injured this year, but no, he didn't play all that good. It's not like he's sitting here can put the blame on Westbrook because you stunk it up. I'm not gonna sit there and say Westbrook. For KD, absolutely 100%. I believe 100% KD left because of Westbrook and whatever. And just like you said, his business, his friend, his brand manager,
brand ambassador.
Brand ambassador?
And he's brand ambassador or something like that, or is he his brand manager?
I believe it was the brand manager.
All right, keep going.
And from when he said that, but he left under that his comment under the Bleacher Report thing, how he was going on Westbrook, which is OD disrespectful. You need to get checked by KD for that. Like, where's he? I don't think he's just making that up. He's just not saying that. Maybe he was ranting above. He probably took it a little far. We're talking about nobody wants to play with him. But as far as KD didn't want, I believe that 100%. I don't think he's going to come out and just say that for no reason. I don't think he's going to come out of way and say that out of nowhere. And then KD's character, absolutely. The way he's been proven and shown to be recently and over the years, yeah, I absolutely believe that he lived for those reasons. And then how he left, and then he told him about the thing was true with Perks, that it was true how he left. He told Russ they had a dinner, whatever, or I don't know if Russ was at the dinner, but they had some kind of dinner. He told people who were staying, and all of a sudden, he texted Russ, now I'm out. Like that, come on, man. So I think so. But as far as everybody not want to play Russ, nah. And I do hope Russ goes to a contender. I hope he does not go to the Heat. I don't know how, but some way get to Houston, man.
Hell no, we ain't going to Houston.
I hope so, because where else? Or
we going to Milwaukee. We going to Milwaukee.
Get to a contender. Please don't go to the Heat, man.
We going to Milwaukee, but I'm gonna get to that. All right, let me bury this whole KD Russ thing. Let's get this out. Now, first, we're gonna talk about Randy Williams and it being pumped that this is KD's friend, right? Friend is a very loose term. I don't think KD's running around telling everybody if he has close friends, let's say, with 2-3 people. I don't know if Randy Williams is in that 2-3, but I would believe he's not telling everybody how he feels about Russell Westbrook if he has something negative to say. Now, Randy Williams is KD's brand ambassador. A brand ambassador is someone who gets to just wear your clothes. That's all. That's someone like, here, take this package of gear and stuff to the hood and pass it out for me or anything like that. Brand ambassador is no weight.
They've been friends since college.
Huh?
That's his man since college. They met in college in Texas.
So how I don't want to get into how deep their friendship is. I don't know. But how many people, how many people have NBA players met since college and they're cool, but that don't necessarily mean you my friend, you my day one who I'm telling. So, and then at the same token, both of these individuals are their own man. So why can't Randy Williams just be speaking his own opinion? Why does it have to come from Kevin Durant? He's probably from, and I, did a little research on him, looked on his IG and everything. He's a friend of KD, it looks like. He's not a close friend of KD. He's not an everyday friend of KD. Like, we sitting in the house after games every day. I know they said he used to be with KD mostly while KD was in OKC. So he's not an everyday friend of KD. So I just take it as he's a person who knows KD. They cool, whatever, more than cool. And he has his own basketball opinion. Now, again, he was around the OKC time. I don't know. He might have a personal beef with Russ for whatever reason.
I think you're trying to downplay their friendship. For whatever reason, I don't know why you're trying to downplay their friendship. I like you just said they friends. It looked like they friends. I don't know how it looks like they
all
close,
right,
friends.
So because, again, friends is very vague. And like I said, I did my research. I looked up pictures and things like that. Like Mav, Rich, those are LeBron's friends. Demo is Zoe's friends. You see Zoe, you see Demo. You see Mav, and then what's the other guy? Randy. You see these people. If I Google pictures of LeBron James, you're going to see these people in the background. I Googled pictures of Kevin Durant. Yes, I saw him occasionally, but it wasn't like a day one, this is my man. So if something comes out of, even though everybody's their own individual man, but if something comes out of Mav mouth, something come out of Demo mouth, like when Demo threw the Big Baller Brand shoes in the incinerator after the scandal, everybody took that as Zoe, because they are that close, and that makes sense. We don't know Randy Williams and KD relationship. We don't attach them like that. So I'm not going to use friend just because, the media wants to make their point even more, to make it seem like this is KD man and it's coming out of KD's mouth. This is somebody that know KD and he has a basketball opinion. And that's his basketball opinion. But that don't mean it's coming from KD. If, like, let's say when Russ, our homeboy Russell Robinson, shout out to him, he was in KU. If we make an opinion about his KU team when Russ was there, that's not something that Russ told us. Russ never badmouthed his teammates or anything like that to us. That's just up, and we was heavily opinionated watching it, especially being people close to Russ. We wanted everything for Russ. So if we made an opinion about this person's not passing the ball or this person's going nuts, that's not coming from Russ. So it's the same thing with Randy Williams. That don't necessarily have to be coming from Kevin Durant just because he has some affiliation and he's a brand ambassador, which is nothing. That is nothing. So these media outlets try to put these things in quote, brand ambassador, friend, to make it prove their point, but we don't know what their relationship is. And from my somewhat research from IG and Google, it don't look like they day one, everyday friends.
You just can't take it off IG and Google if they're not like the closest in their relationship, the closest in their friendship. I think he's in some kind of. So if he's like, if you had a brand and you had an ambassador, who would it be? It wouldn't be just no random person. It wouldn't be no person you just met in college.
No, they cool.
You would be a friend. But they don't some kind of relationship.
They cool, but that don't mean he's sharing how he feels that intimate. That's a very deep thing that you share. If you have some problem with Russell Westbrook, you're not sharing that with everybody. You're sharing that with your day one, the people who living at your house friends.
No, that's you. You would do that.
That's anybody.
Nah.
You think LeBron is telling any? That's why I refuted the whole Stephen A. when he said that LeBron said he wanted to punch.
That was mad funny.
Because LeBron is with his day one homies. They not telling on him. KD's day one homies ain't telling on him. Because they know they won't live in his house no more.
Yeah, KD, day one homies won't be telling them, but KD won't necessarily restrict the information to them. Like, don't put it past KD to be sitting here mumbling and talking. Or this is the same dude with a burner account. This is the same dude who's lying about how he left OKC when he's been refuted by multiple people. And Perk came out personally and said that's exactly how it went. But he's still texting Stephen A. telling him he's a liar.
Okay, so let's two things real quick, and then I'm going to get to the stats, the facts. So the second reason why this whole narrative of KD or PG, and PG, let's make it very clear, PG had the best year of his career last year.
That's a fact.
He was
MVP
third in
candidate,
MVP candidate. So I don't want to hear he doesn't want to play with Russ. He had his best year ever with Russ. So if we go now also to have we ever heard a OKC teammate or ex-teammate talk bad about Russ?
Nope.
So where are we getting that? Where are we getting that he's this terrible? I've heard Kanter say that's the best teammate he's ever had in his life. I think it was we've heard Kendrick Perkins say on TV plenty of times what great teammate he is. Steven Adams, they're like close friends. He always got Russ back. And a big thing is, I remember everything. I watch everything. If we remember KD's documentary that he did, KD flew to LA to work out with Russ. That's not something you do with somebody you don't want to play with. The year before he left, he flew to work out with Russ, do Russ's workouts, stay with him. You don't do that to somebody you want to leave or you can't play with.
Well, being up 3-1 changed a lot of shit. Being up 3-1 and then sitting here trying to, like, if he's not going to take the blame himself, like, he should, like, I don't know. He never came out and said why, but it sure seems that way.
Now, I'm glad you brought up 3-1. Now, let's bring it to the court. Let's bring it to the facts. Let's bring it to the statistics. Now, first, I'm going to talk about the Heat real quick, that Heat series when they was in the finals. And this is the crazy thing about these narratives, because we act like we don't have eyes and we didn't see these games. Okay, so the reason we can say why OKC lost to the Heat, they beat them game 1, and then after that, KD was in foul trouble the entire time after that. KD was in foul trouble. They're a superstar. So if KD's not in foul trouble, maybe they're going to win that, right? So that, I don't want to make a fault, but if we're giving fault, that's KD's kind of fault for being in foul trouble. And if we go into averages, KD averaged 30-6-2, and Russ averaged 27-6-6. So it's not like Russ was no slouch, and James Harden actually didn't come to play that series, right? So let's get to the 3-1 debacle, where everybody makes that their point of why KD can't play with Russ. So when the OKC was up 3-1, 2 out of 3 of those games, Russell Westbrook led them in points and assists. Then, if we go to while they're up 3-1, and this is what my eyes told me, and I've said this before on the show, I believe KD wanted to make it about him. He wanted to be the man after that. He thought it was 3-1, so I'm going to be the man. We're going to be the reasoning why. Now, let's look at KD's stats. KD, hold on. KD game 5. Went 11 for 31. Thought that was bad, right? But the narrative is Russ didn't pass him the ball. That's why he had to go. He couldn't play with Russ. Game 6, KD went 10 for 31. How is that Russell Westbrook? Russell Westbrook in that series averaged 27, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, 4 steals. KD in that series averaged 30 points and 2 assists, 8 rebounds. KD shot 28% from the three-point line. So it has nothing to do. I don't understand how that becomes I can't play with this person when he got all the shots he needed and then some. Russell Westbrook had double-digit assists, I think, in every game. So I don't want to hear. So this is my fault, not to go crazy. And then I'm going to just tell you my reasoning why I think KD and PG left, but media spins it. KD, if we remember, LeBron James, just the year before, got all that pressure for not winning a chip. Everybody was going crazy on him. You know, he got, I think, past the 8 years that Mike got it. And so that's why I believe LeBron went to the Heat, did the thought move, and went over there. So this started happening to KD. Now, LeBron got his chip. Who's the next in line? KD. So the pressure starts coming. KD. KD fell short in that 3-1 series in that debacle. It was him as the superstar who made, and I was mad at Russ that Russ kept passing him the ball. And so the pressure came. He has to win a chip. So now if I'm KD and I just lost and I was the man, it's like, damn, I got to get this chip. I got the pressure on me. If I stay at OKC, yeah, we got a great chance of winning. We probably go back. But if I go to Golden State, I'm going to definitely win, 100%. And unfortunately, that's what these players in this era be folding to. I got to get the chip, and they all taking these huge pay cuts. You got people like Boogie who become a thought. Now he all over the place. And so I believe KD and Paul George left because this era, you got to get a chip. You got to get a chip by any means necessary. And it has nothing to do with Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook, because I believe is not media friendly, he's not one of those hunky-dory black guys. He's one of those intimidating kind of black guys that he gets a terrible rap. And that's why I think this whole Russell Westbrook narrative is, but it's bull crap.
Nah, I feel you. Those are excellent points. I can't front you. That's why I was so quiet. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I still think KD, KG show's not putting out. He show's not letting it be known. Like, nah, that's not why I left. I don't see him refuting that. I don't see him come out saying nothing.
You don't have to. Imagine if these players had to refute every. Imagine if LeBron James had to refute every story that these people air on him every day.
But him by not refuting it means, like, all right, then all that blame goes on you because it's looking like the blame is taken on Westbrook while they lost that series, being up 3-1.
I think KD, especially that first year, used to go out his way to try to be, cool with Russ, or whenever, All-Star break, to be around Russ. And I think, that said a lot to me, that it's not so much he has any hard feelings, and he couldn't wait for Russ to give him a 5 back and everything like that. So I don't think it has nothing to do with Russ. It's just these players are chip hungry. They chip thirsty, and they do anything for a chip.
They sure would, man.
And it's just, and that's whatever. I also think the KD thing was a Nike move, just because if I'm just being conspiracy theory-ish, Steph Curry was he was the unanimous MVP. He was the hottest thing going. And Under Armour was skyrocketing. And Nike was like, whoa, hold on, what's going on? What we going to do? And I think Nike wanted him to win a chip, because when you win a chip, your brand just goes up. That's just how it goes. And so Nike wanted him to win a chip, and I think that's why they did things like bought him a community center and things like that. So I think also Nike probably put some pressure to do that because Steph Curry and Under Armour was on the rise. But to me, nothing to any player. When players leave now, it doesn't have to do. We don't say that about him leaving Steph. It's not.
Yeah, of course. Well,
it's not. He don't want to play with Steph Curry. He just left Steph Curry to go play with.
Another player that's similar to Westbrook,
exactly.
Well, Kyrie, word.
So I don't think these players look at it like that. They just trying to get. They're huge on their brand. Their brand is everything, and winning expands your brand. It's just how it goes, and that's how it is. But I'm not feeling that narrative.
Nah, sure. That's why that's why I want Russ to win so bad. Because that's another thing everybody's trying to say he can't win, man. Nah, he hasn't had the proper team surrounded by him to sit there and be successful, man.
Yeah, that's the other thing when people say he's bounced out of the first round or the last 3 years. I mean, I have different expectations for every team. You know what I'm saying? So, would I have liked to see OKC win more? Yes. Were they capable to go to the second round? Yes, especially this year.
This is the first time I was a little upset, whatever, disappointed, or come on.
Yeah, but when we think about it realistically, basketball wise, it wasn't a championship team and they couldn't shoot the 3-ball. You can't shoot the 3-ball in today's NBA. You're cooked. So
I feel you.
So it's not like they was having championship expectation teams and they was falling down to that. So I'm not trying. I can't. And like we said, man, my guess, Milwaukee.
I hope so, because that should catapult him to the finals, man.
My guess, Milwaukee. Even though I know Giannis has said before he don't want to play with, he don't want to be a super team or whatever. But Giannis, chill your ass out. You see what happened when you try to do it yourself this year. that didn't work. So if you had a Russell Westbrook with you, and Middleton ain't it.
Not at all.
He's cool,
he's
but
nice,
he ain't
nice.
it. So I would like to see Russ somehow go to Milwaukee. I don't know how it works money wise. They over there signing Giannis's brother and all that. He got the crazy juice over there.
Real quick, what you think about the Celtics with Kemba and Ennis?
I like that Kemba's going to the playoffs. Anything else, I gotta see. I gotta see.
I think they're gonna get back to what they was the year before, as far as team oriented,
Tatum got to
playing collectively.
Step up.
He got to. Yeah, he has no choice. I think he will though.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe the whole, sometimes it's hard to be under a superstar like a Kyrie. So maybe with Kyrie gone, he'll blossom. Things like Kemba's more of a we kind of personally know Kemba can know where he comes from, but he's more of I can see him bringing people more in than Kyrie.
No ego, no sitting here fanning players off or like not fucking with them or not speaking to them or none of that, yo.
Yeah, I don't think Kyrie's a bad person, but he's just his own man. You know, he's his own individual. And Kemba's more of, it seems like, a people person.
Yeah,
you know, so that'll work. You know, so I like that, man. Damn, all right, so I guess we gonna roll over the baseball next time, man. You know, basketball is so caliente.
Yeah, it was whoo.
Right now. I can't wait, man. I wish I played 2K like that. I really don't. But I wish I did, because I know it's gonna be fire for the video game people now. Y'all got a bunch of teams.
It was crazy because one player held up everything, yo.
Yeah.
Kawhi held up everything, yo.
Yeah, and shit for good reason. He was cooking up.
Sure
I mean, I guess no more tampering. I guess that's an old rule, I guess. But hey, they made it work. And there was I seen, you know, my fault, we out of here. But they were saying I hate to say reports, but you know, they were saying that Westbrook was actually trying to bounce too, but PG just kind of beat him to
the
it.
punch roll.
So, you know, we'll see, man.
Make it happen, Westbrook.
Yeah.
Go get to Houston somehow, man.
No, not with Chris Paul there.
Or Milwaukee. Nah, fuck, it won't matter.
No, it will matter. We don't want no team with Chris Paul, man. Chris Paul is an expensive Raymond Felton. Yeah, I said it. I hate Raymond Felton, man.
All fat point guard.
That's why we out of OKC, because Raymond Felton was our backup point guard, man, and his jersey stuck to his stomach, and it just used to oh, man, we out, man.
That was the next point guard, and niggas getting that mellow. The starting point guard for the Knicks, but Melo
I like
shit.
Raymond Felton, but I don't like this Raymond Felton and I don't like him as my backup point guard.
You
for
show him
Russell
like
Westbrook.
as your starting point guard, and then tell us and say Melo ain't shit, but you already know, man.
That was one of my favorite North Carolina teams, though. Raymond Felton, Rashad McCants,
They won the chip, bro.
Sean May, they won the chip.
Yeah.
The second time. They lost and then one came back. All right, my brother, like the great Jimmy V say, man, don't give up, don't ever give up. Oh, I was waiting for your piece.
Oh.
I say that, and then normally you be like, peace. Damn.
Peace.
I try to do it at the same time.
Oh, damn, my bad.
Yeah,
I thought I was trying to say something about Raymond Felton before we started.
Oh, shoot. Shout out to women's soccer. I'm so sorry.
Yo,
shout out y'all,
damn.
man.
I'm a
Appreciate
sucker.
y'all.
I apologize.
Shout
I'm a
out
sucker.
y'all, man. Megan Rapp, you already know you welcome to the
Truth.
cookout. We love you, man. I seen you rapping the nip lyrics and all that. I seen you talking to Tron. We love you for everything you do, man. and you so dope, man. Alex Morgan can come to the cookout only if you bringing her, man. But if you ain't bringing her, I don't know. But shout out to y'all, man.
Big
Shout
time.
out and pay them their money.
Equal pay.
All right, we out.
Peace.